to be a continuation of the course EDA822. We're going to be talking about instructional, all right, supervision. It's a continuation from where we stopped. With this being said, let's get straight into it. Now, we have instructional supervision as EDA822. In our last class, we were able to discuss at length why supervision is necessary and why this is especially necessary in schools, all right, not just in school alone, but we lay the emphasis on the fact that it is necessary in all ramifications, but most importantly in the school. Okay, so now we have, according to what we have here, the functions of instructional supervisions. So let's take it as functions of supervision. Okay, function of supervision. Now, when we talk about the functions of supervision, it spells out the various activities which are undertaken in the process of supervising, as well as the role of the supervisor in the process. Okay? It spells out the various activities and role in the process. All right? The various activities and role of, beg your pardon, of the process. Now, the function can be categorized into 7 as listed below, as opined by Wells and Levere in the year 1975. All right, so 7 of them. We have goal development, okay, goal development, program development, goal development, program development, control and coordination. Okay, we have motivation, problem solving, motivation, we have problem solving, okay, we have professional development and evaluation, professional development and evaluation of outcome. All right, evaluation of outcomes. All these are very, very important. All right, and we have goal development. Under goal development, the most important function of supervision is to ensure that teachers and teachers and supervisions, that's a typo from the material, teachers and supervisors, not supervision. All right, teachers and I didn't get to see that when I was making my notes. Just a moment. Teachers and supervisors work together cooperatively in developing the goals of the school, all right, organization. It should be noted that the school goal are generated from the goal of the society. So goal development as a function of supervision is a continuous process which requires regular examination, evaluation, changings, flexibility of the goals and dynamics of the schools, through the cooperative effort of the teacher and the supervision of the supervisor. So now, goal development, we are simply talking about the essence, all right, the importance of the teacher and the supervisor working together as a team, all right? The supervisor and the teacher working together as a team to achieve the organization's goal. And don't forget, they must learn how to work together as there will be time to evaluate progress, do some changes here and there, and back on track. So we have program development, development of curriculum, all right, and co-curricular activities, all right, is a primary responsibility of the teacher. The role of supervision in the matter is to provide appropriate complementary technical and professional service and support. When we talk about program now, we're talking about the development of the curriculum and co-curriculum activities. Curriculum now is in curriculum we have scheme of work, lesson notes inside the curriculum for the semester or for the section that we have sports, excursion, co-curriculum activities and curriculum activities. It is the responsibility of the teacher to develop it. All right. So supervision here, the need for supervision for when it comes to program development is that supervisors just provide, all right, complementary, technical, and professional support and services. Okay, so we have that as that. Then we also have control and coordination. Now, education is a system made up of interrelated, interdependent, and interacting units. It is a basic function of supervision to facilitate the proper coordination of various units. Effective coordination requires, okay, effective coordination requires the establishment of a comprehensive system of communication, coordination, control, and coordination. Look at what we are doing through there. There's something that is very important. Effective communication. Very important when it comes to control and coordination. If you give an instruction and if it can be misinterpreted as a supervisor, and if you are, it's better you don't give an instruction than to give an instruction and you are being misinterpreted. That is a problem. So there is need for effective communication. And don't forget, the only reason why you are communicating as a supervisor is because you need to pass across certain instructions. And on the other end, whosoever is receiving the instruction, there's a demand. You receive instruction, you carry out the instruction, you give a feedback. The feedback then amounts cumulatively to the achievement, all right, of the goal of the school organization. So if you do not communicate effectively, there's no way you're going to achieve the goals, and your subordinates will not even want to work, all right, together with you. So you must learn how to communicate effectively when it comes to controlling and coordinating. Effective coordination requires the establishment of what we call a comprehensive system, understandable system of communication among units in order to strengthen the system of supervision and improve the quality of instruction for learners. All right. You know, this okay, and that was in CIT 212, which we just finished discussing. We were talking about the study of the system, and we established the fact that a system is only a system because it has components and other units that are effective, that are working, that are functional. It's not if they are not effective, they are not functional, the system will crash. So let's bring that here, talking about supervision in the school. Okay, the reason why the supervision is there is not to subject people to us, personnel or teachers to oppression. All right, not subject them to wickedness or to oppress anybody. Is to foster relationship and help in achieving the school's goals and objectives in the best, all right, most effective and efficient way. So as a supervisor, you are coming there, you need to make sure all the units are working together. All right. And to ensure this, there must be a goal development, there must be a program development, there must be a control, effective control and coordination. And without this, you cannot achieve anything here. Communication is the main thing. So we also have um, that as that. Okay. So now we talk about motivation. Definitely, it's one way you need to encourage your personnel and more like yeah, a pep talk, encourage them, let them feel like you understand whatever it is they might be going through, make them make them see you as a family, all right? Motivate, encourage, all right? Whenever they are down, all right, make them remember this is why they are here and ensure they put in the best. And we also have problem solving. Each department, the supervisor must be able to render help. There's a problem, all right? And we also have professional development. We also talk about professional development. We are simply talking about there should be training, just to give you the opportunity to improve, all right? Training, all right, to become better at what they do, to be trained to become better at what they do, all right? And we have evaluation of educational outcome. Under the educational outcome, now educational organizations are set up by society to meet certain needs. So these needs are imperative that both the society, when we say imperative, they are very important. Both the society and national societies are constantly aware of the extent to which their all right their needs are being met. Now this is done through the systematic program of evaluating the educational outcome. Right, the evaluation can be carried out by supervisors so designated from within or from outside the institutional all right institutions. So what I'm saying here is that having done all this, there's an expected result, all right, and this expected result needs to be met and hit the target or to meet these expectations, it has activities has to be evaluated. All right, is it up to standard? Is it what we bargained for? Uh, what have we achieved so far in all this system? So we have that as that. Okay, so we have here. So there are some supervisory actions to release human potentials. All right, supervisory action to release human potentials. So human potentials can be released in a conducive atmosphere. Okay, the supervisor have two basic sources of power that can be used. Okay, the supervisor has the authority because of his position in the organization, and he can use his authority to influence the behavior of organizational members. And it is this source of power that makes it possible for the supervisor to meet all meetings, provide materials, provide consultants, release teachers for moral duties, and support their attendance at professional meetings. Now, these elements are used by the supervisor to create what we call conducive environment in order to release human potentials. Just like what we are being told, human potentials are released in a conducive environment. all right, are released in a conducive, not environment actually, but atmosphere. All right. So as a supervisor, it's your responsibility to make this environment conducive for your subordinates, right? To make them feel at home, to make them feel free, all right? Make their decision count, make them feel free. They can take decisions on their own that will enhance the productivity of the organization or of the school, all right? Give them sense of belonging, how you make them release their potentials. Every teacher wants to feel that they belong to the group which they, all right, the group with which they work, all right. This desire is one of the most important determinants of individuals' productivity. To release their potential, you need to give them a sense of belonging. You're not just here to get paid. You are here because you are needed. Your contribution, your effort is needed. So your contribution and effort, we can't pay for it. Your salary is just a compensation. So you need to give them that sense of belonging so that they can give and put in their best. All right. You also have to encourage them to explore. All right. Don't just be like, do your lesson notes, teach the students, and that's all. Explore. Encourage them to explore. It is important for a person who is in an official leadership role to try to make adjustments. All right. About readiness for changes in the member of staff. Now you must not pretend they are all alike. Individuals now. One thing about giving them the opportunity to explore, all right, is more like encouraging them, all right, to do better, find out their capacity, push themselves to the work, discover hidden potentials, and let them tap into it and use it to the benefit of the school or the organization. So we have that as that. Okay, so let's talk about very quickly supervision. All right, supervision is leadership. All right, supervision is leadership. Okay, leadership behavior is defined as behavior on the part of one individual which influence the behavior of other individuals. Leadership behavior is assumed to be one important element of instructional supervisory behavior. One important element in what we call instructional instructional supervisory behavior. Very important. Leadership is said to be one of the most important elements. So, as an instructional supervisor, all right, your behavior, you must behave as a leader, all right, and not just an authoritarian. And when we say leadership, when your behavior influences. So your behavior influencing now is that as a leader, you have good characteristics. You are polite, you are approachable, you are kind. Even as much as that, you are also firm and you don't joke with your job. You know what you are out there to do. Your subordinates respect that. And that's what they want to see. That's why I say that as a supervisor, you must also be a leader. All right. So we'll call it wrap here for today. In our next class, we'll take it up from the nature of leadership. All right. I think with a few more classes, we should be calling it a wrap with this course. I really want us to finish this course this week. So by next week, we can start another course entirely. Thank you very much, everyone. You have a wonderful evening, and let's do to submit our to the appropriate quarters. I look forward to seeing you all in subsequent tutorials. Bye for now.